Okay, well, the Southwest sofa is back in the house.
It is back in the house.
How are your yo's on this one?
Not very many, it's got to be said, man. I think as we were chatting, I think I watched this about maybe first time. I think the first time about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, for the first time.
For the first time,
Wow,
yeah,
crikey.
absolutely. This is
Wow,
this
I'm
yeah.
shocked. Because
I think.
well, actually, let's be careful here. Because I'm saying I'm shocked, but I look at the title, I look at the cover, and I'm like, I don't remember. You know, the name doesn't ring a bell. Blah blah blah. But then looking at the cover here and the trailer on the screen, this is the film I was saying about that has like 3 blades. It must be.
All you talk about.
So I've obviously seen it, and I would have seen it in like the mid '80s, but other than the sword, and actually we're on pre-spoilers, so I do have another slight memory, but I always think that's a different film because watching these again has helped me separate films because like Clash of the Titans and Jason the Argonauts for me for a long time they kind of melded together because I've always watched them around the same time.
Because you're amateur when it comes to watching films.
Well, I think that's pretty safe because, like, I literally I forget the film 6 months later. I was watching, I forget. Oh wow, I forgot about that. All right, so there's no point having pre spoilers.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's work hard. Let's see if we can not be put in the annex.
I understand why we're putting the annex.
I know why. Yeah. Well, let's face it, we're going to be in the annex.
Yeah. Save the best to last.
That's it, man. That's obviously, yeah. Well, okay. Saving the love for the last. Yeah. Okay, so we might as well hit it then.
Yeah,
so it's certainly a very action-laden prologue thingy. Right, okay. Put it there then. All right, hombre. Well, that was Sword and the Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because it's about a sword and a sorcerer, not about a bloke and a sorcerer, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, why don't you go first this time, dude? What do you think?
So yeah, I reckon I watched this a while ago, but I don't remember much of it at all. There was bits that I was kind of doing things wrong and in my mind and stuff there. So actually, just sat back and enjoyed it. Really, to be honest, we had obviously a few chats and bits and pieces to go through it. There's some very very funny parts and stuff, but. But some good effects for '82 again.
Yeah,
so
pretty gory actually in places. The thing with the faces in the coffin.
That was cool.
And they're grinding their heads against the whetstone.
Whetstone.
The guy when
he shows himself.
Yeah, reveals himself.
Micah.
The sorcerer guy. Yeah. When he pulls himself out. So a lot of gore. But actually, I think what was quite fun about that was this film. Like I said, I don't remember a lot about it. I remember the 3-way sword, but it wasn't that prominent. My memory of the 3-way sword was like he was firing it off left, right, and centre. But he was like bit at the beginning, bit at the end, and that was
and the bit at the end was shoots the really bad guy, and then goes, "Oh, I'm going to try and fight you properly." You're like, "Oh, mate, just kill him."
Yeah, it was a bit. He didn't use the sword in a way.
And then his sword got broken, and then it was remade at the very end as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it got remade, and I did quite like the dagger hiding inside the sword. That was quite good fun.
I kind of feel like that would have fallen out quite easily.
Yeah,
the handle would have fallen off and anything there. And anywho's.
To be fair, I think there was quite a few things that didn't feel very realistic. If you were like a real world, I suppose that was criticism. I mean, the big picture. I think what was fun about it for me was. It really did feel like watching one of these 80s films again from scratch because so many of these films I remember, even though I start at the beginning and say I don't remember much, but as I'm going along like Beastmaster and stuff, I kind of do remember bits.
Some of it pulls back in. Although
yeah.
there's still been a few surprises on something like Beastmaster. There was a surprise at the very end. We're like, I can't remember that. But anyways, but
exactly.
But this was kind of new all the way through.
Yes.
And we were kind of like your thing there, and again it was that 80s thing where we were both kind of going, wow, this is a really long kind of intro to this kind of thing build. There. But then there's other bits where it just suddenly jumps forward. So you kind of, they're all in the pub going, yeah, we're going a thing there. And then suddenly they're all in jail. Like, whoa, that didn't work.
Yeah. Well, they did
but still all in their armour.
Yeah, still in their armour. That was probably a bad idea, leaving in their armour. But it's true. They could have just cut to they could have had the sorcerer dude and then they could have cut to the young kid, but it seemed to be quite a long monologue to get to, or bit to when we get to the hero, if you like, again. but yeah, I suppose it's fine. But
no, it's good. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but it's just weird that they did some stuff really slowly, and then some parts that felt that because that's suddenly why. And all of these people went, "Oh no, we all owe him."
Yeah.
But like, there was never anything. There was never come stuff before to build up that he'd done all of that stuff. Properly. They mentioned it, and then there was nothing to show what happened. So how did they all get in there? Like, all of them were there. None of them were injured.
But that's it. There was a few things like that where they go, "Yeah, the rebellion will happen tonight," and then, "Aha! No, it won't. We've caught you all. The rebellion. Let's save him. Aha! We've caught you all."
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that was just bad editing or whether they just ran out of time. I don't know. But I mean, there's some weird things. I got a Han Solo vibe from the hero, but also an Indiana Jones feel too.
With some of the music as well.
Yeah,
the music was the score seemed quite.
That's a good point. What is this? This is AC/DC.
AC/DC, yeah, AC/DC. So 1982.
So 1982. So it's around Conan, during Conan. But yeah, I don't know. I think
because there was a bit of it was weird because you were saying there was a bit that we're just seeing on this bit here with it's at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where it was almost A-Team-ish. Where there was no one dying at all, like everyone was punching and my head, and then suddenly it went to this
back to violence,
and
splitting
some
heads.
pretty good violence as well, like people being crucified and tongues being cut out and other bits and pieces.
It felt in that way it felt disjointed. Like they filmed half of it where they were aiming for a PG and then thought, "Sod it, let's split
when he landed in the Harum and then went, yeah, let's go for an 18.
But yeah, it was. Yeah. I overall, I enjoyed it. It was a good 80s romp, but I did feel it. I mean, what happened in it? Let's face it. The baddie. I like the rear. Did like the start scene of raising the demon, like Sorcerer. That was quite cool.
Well, we're both sat here going, what do we think? Good guy or bad guy?
Yeah. And then, bad guy. But then, then it was he obviously became the old archetypal. He's a kid. He runs away and then comes back to save the kingdom. But he did it. He did it. It sounds like he did it just to kind of like get the girl, right? And then
for one night.
Yeah. But is that the whole plot? I guess there was all these subplots all the time. I guess the sorcerer was trying to get even with the guy.
Yeah. Because that was what at the end we were kind of like, oh, there's like almost like a three-way fight going on at the very end. That was quite cool.
True. A bit like when is it Reservoir Dogs where they're all like three guys pointing the guns at each other, who's fighting who, or good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah. That's another three-way. Although I don't know how those films. Well, obviously Reservoir Dogs is after this, but I don't know about good, the bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting is the bad guy. Actually, he was actually willing to do his own dirty work.
Yeah, he did quite a lot of that stuff. He
wanted to fight.
Lots of his mates around him.
Yeah, a bit of that, but still, he did step up quite often. He did try to stab the wizard himself. So fair play to him. He was actually willing to do the stuff himself. And I think his sword was pretty cool because his sword was like.
Broke everything, didn't it? When it hit.
I don't know. Is there a magic item in D&D which is like essentially a sword breaker because it's so hard? Not that I really remember.
I don't remember there being one, but that doesn't mean there can't be one.
No, I mean there probably is one. Let's face it, but because he even broke the triple blade, right?
Yeah.
And like when he ran away, do you think the blades grow back or something? Because
that was what we were saying, wasn't it? We think they're probably magical. Because actually, the original ones, when he
shot at the beginning,
we shot at the beginning when his mum got killed.
Yeah,
were still in the guys when the bad guy got there, weren't they? So they must just reappear.
Yeah, because he couldn't have gone down the forge and say, "Can you whip me up a couple of blasty blades?" But or it was just continuity error. We're not going to worry about where the ammo comes from.
Yeah.
But all right, okay. So what we want to do numbers? Was there anything too funky? There wasn't really any animal cruelty. There was a snake that might have been
everything there. Nothing was blacked up.
No animals. No animals.
Although worrying the only thing there was a stuntman that died.
There was a stuntman.
We read on the thing there, so that's a and they gave them the credit at the end. So that was
it was decent of them.
Yeah, possibly the least they could do, but
But, makes you wonder what.
So
but there was loads of stuntmen listed at the end. So,
and I think there's a lot of people in this that both of us were going, oh, is that guy from something else?
Look
I think
familiar.
so I don't think they. So it's not quite such a iconic cast as potentially like Krull or something like that and stuff there, because like most of these people I kind of don't know. I don't think. But there's still ones that I kind of look at and go, oh, is that guy? Is that him? And but not quite knowing the things there. So
yeah, it didn't seem to be a big impact film. And the other thing is, like, in terms of magic, there weren't any magical creatures, so it's just the main demon dude. So the magic was probably
really, was there? It was
low magic-ish.
Well, just like when he showed off his pulling that witch's heart out.
Yep.
It was a bit harsh because she was his witch, whereas he could have just done it to the guy that went, oh, who are you? Oh. Well, you just turned up, how do we know you're even any good?
Yeah, like he climbed out of a vat of blood, yeah. I'd be a bit more respectful.
From this thing that faces just appeared on and stuff.
Yeah, those creepy faces. Yeah. It's true. I think it was.
He was quite brave.
Yeah, he should have been the one. I thought that guy's toast, but I guess he decided to do the girl, which is a bit weird. Right, we're going to give it some.
The only other thing I would say just before then, I think there, just there was supposed to be a sequel.
Ooh, yes.
There?
Something of.
Talon's, what was it? Adventures in the Ancient
Empire or something?
Ancient Empire or something?
Yeah. Well, it never got made.
Never got made. Interesting.
But the film made money, so it's. I don't know why.
According to IMDb.
Yep.
But anyways. So yeah. Go for it.
Right. Do you want to go first? Dragons?
Yeah, dragons.
I'm trying to think of some of the other film ratings we've given.
Yeah,
so
I keep on. I know I said this last time. I am actually going to try and get it all together.
You're never going to do it, man.
I like to think that I will, man. You might. We'll see.
But like,
hopefully I won't be busy at work this weekend. I'll do it then. But anyways, I'm going for. I think, it was fun.
Yep.
It's kind of, I think maybe because it doesn't have the same connotations for like childhood and other bits and pieces. It's not an instant classic. So I think I'm going. It's still going to be 4 ancient dragons, copper ones.
Ooh.
Yeah, just going there.
Right.
And then maybe a young silver dragon.
It's random.
4.25.
4.25. Okay,
yeah.
so for you, that's quite harsh because you told me 4 was like a 0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But no, so I just. A few inconsistencies that kind of thing there. It's an enjoyable film, but it's not. I think a lot of the other ones that we've watched are ones that I go back to.
Yeah.
I happily watch this now. I watched it a few years ago.
Yeah.
I might watch it again in 10 years' time, whatever. If I, looking through for something to watch in my DVD collection or whatever. But it won't be something that I kind of go, oh, I need to go back and watch that stuff.
That seems pretty fair to me. If it was on my, I own it somewhere because I bought it couple of years ago when I was looking for these kind of films, and like you say, I think of Clash of the Titans. Oh, what can we watch? We can watch Clash of the Titans, but what I think, whoa, we could watch Sword and the Sorcerer.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it's been fun.
It was fun. I think it just what I'm going to give it more, because I think it did remind me of being in the 80s. Even though I think it didn't gel for me. I wasn't excited by the winning sequence. But I did enjoy the sort of. To me, it didn't feel like it didn't really feel like it had like a. It felt like it was trying to be too many things. Trying to be Indiana Jones, and then like really high gore, and then a bit A-Team, not too violent. I don't know.
I think it tried to cram too much into a relatively short film.
Yeah.
And just it's one of those things where nowadays you kind of think, oh, they'd probably do that in 2, maybe 3 films for that type of stuff there, whereas they've just tried to do so much.
And the Sorcerer was
and then just missed loads of stuff there. Like they said
in at the beginning and then right at the end, he was almost brought in as a kind of climax.
It would have been quite nice to have, like, you knew that he'd got away.
Yeah.
It would have been quite nice to have seen him kind of really struggling to get somewhere and then create his little. Because obviously he had a little kind of group of people looking after him and stuff there. It would have been, and for him to go back into that thing of blood.
Yes, that would be cool.
To, and like say, oh, I'll be back in a few years or whatever. I don't know.
Because the king was paranoid he's around. I think it would be nice to get a bit more of a. Maybe we just like not paying enough attention. I would like to see a few more hints that he was the You know, so it kind of built. Okay, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it 4 red dragons, ancient red dragons.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just going red there. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 ancient red dragons, and a young subadult dragon. Red. I'm sticking with red because I'm thinking of the blood cauldron thing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Go there.
And going evil dragons as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it. See, the problem is like I'm trying to remember what I've given other things. So I'm just going with it because it's not Excalibur, it's not 4.8 or whatever. I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it 4.6. I'm gonna be quite generous.
4.6.
Maybe. The problem is I can't remember my other grades.
Yeah.
4.6, 4.5. So I'm gonna give it 4.6 just for the sheer romp of it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Just all the, just the kind of like. But okay, I mean, like, I don't. Like, for example, I'd put this on about the same level as Beastmaster as a kind of relative scale.
Okay.
Maybe not, but only because I think, yeah, I think so.
I'd probably go Beastmaster a bit higher.
Yeah, maybe.
If anything. But I think that, again, though, is, as we said before, it's like the reminiscing and the kind of the. You know, I've seen Beastmaster quite a lot.
I think Beastmaster's a bit more coherent film, but I think just this kind of
this was fun.
Yeah,
this was fun.
Exactly.
Like the guys having banter across the jail. They're all in jail, but they're still trying to throw stuff at each other and stuff. There just made me chuckle with those bits.
And like all the kings getting ready to fight, I just thought, give me a break. But if you put it in D&D context, maybe they're 10th level fighters, so maybe they are hardcore. But they just seem like they really try to save this dude who's crucified, who's a mercenary they hired.
Yeah,
seemed a bit far fetched to me. So I think it didn't feel very consistent. But anyway, I think I quite enjoyed it. So I'm going to stick with my 4.6. Why not? It's probably like giving this a far higher grade than other films that I actually think are better. But
Time Bandits, maybe, who knows?
Yeah, what did I give? See, like, is this
Time Bandits like 2.1 or something? I'm not sure what you think.
I gave it like a 4.2 or something, didn't I? I can't remember. Maybe I gave it 4. I don't know. I think I'm now. No, you got me scared from like 4 is like a harsh mark. That's you've done this to me. But okay, so what's the average then? 4.6 and
4.6 and 4.25. So
so if you say 4.2, that puts it at
4. That puts it at 4.4.
Okay, well, that's not bad. So, all right. So, anything to wrap up? There was definitely no Clydesdales. I was watching hard.
I don't know what are Clydesdales and anything. No, you need to explain that again.
I'm going to buy you a calendar. Someone must do a Clydesdale calendar. Shire Horses of the West. I'll find it.
Hopefully I'm not in the background of too many of those.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think just some really there were some really good bits.
Yeah.
As you say, I think the cauldron thing
with
the faces that then came out, that was super good.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, bingo cards. If we think about it, we had some.
Yeah, we had the flying
sword.
Yeah,
it wasn't really thrown. Was it thrown? Anyway, it was certainly shot. We had some milk caps. We saw the 18 on the front, and we were certain we'd get some. And then for half the film, there was nothing. We thought, oh, maybe it's just all gory violence.
And they had. Up until that point, they'd had plenty of opportunity.
Plenty
to
of chance,
put them in as well. There's quite a lot of guys' butts and stuff. So, it's in there, so
fair enough. But yeah, no quicksands. There was a bit of dare do climbing, a little bit, was there?
So actually, when you say there was some bits that kind of were slightly echoey of Excalibur when we were talking about that. So like the battle scenes afterwards. Not the one at the very end in the castle, but the ones that were kind of on the field and stuff.
Oh, well, the mist.
They kind of almost looked kind of that kind of thing, but not done as well.
Yeah, I didn't interesting. Yeah.
So,
okay. All right.
So, yeah.
So have we spoken? Are we done?
Yeah, I think so. Good film. I enjoyed it. It was fun. As I say, for me, maybe not a true classic, but enjoyable nonetheless. I will watch it again at some point, but it's not something I'm going to go rushing back to.
Yeah.
I think that's so.
But I think for me, it's absolute. What was great about it was actually to be able to watch an 80s film again that I had no memory of at all. Apart from if I hadn't remembered the three-way sword, I would literally I wouldn't have said I would have claimed I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, dude. Ready? In the can. 1, 2, 3.